It's exactly 11:11 a.m. on Saturday, September 2nd. And I'm actually getting ready to leave this building because I have a really busy day ahead of me and a ton of obligations and maybe some friends to meet up with later. And as usual, the psychotic low-life scum in this building start getting really agitated whenever I try to do anything in my bathroom that involves getting ready or involves the use of the toilet or the shower or removing any kind of clothing. I mean, they get violent and agitated if I take my socks off. They have this thing with my feet, and I'm not even joking. This creepy, weird obsession with my feet. And then if I try to use Q-tips to clean out my ears, they get violent and aggressive. And the creep in 88 starts going out into the hallway and screaming and shouting. I'm not sure what the deal is with my feet and my ears, but obviously there are surveillance devices in this bathroom. And just now, about 20 minutes ago, when I came in here to try to use the toilet, somebody who sits behind this wall right here, who's constantly accessing the bathroom of the vacant empty unit that is behind this wall and that is also located behind, obviously, the wall of this kitchen sink area, started filling this entire kitchen sink and entire bathroom area with these nauseating, sickening, stinking odors and fumes of some kind of rotting cigar smoke. This person is a compulsive, drug user. They smoke marijuana constantly behind this wall. And the fumes and smoke are not coming from below because a few days last month in early August, there was a lot of construction being done in the unit below. There were 4 workmen down there hammering and sawing away for 2 days straight. And during that time, my entire bathroom and this kitchen area were constantly filling up with marijuana fumes, cigar smoke, and burning rubber smells, the same exact stinking trifecta of smoke and fumes that have been coming from directly behind this wall from the bathroom of Unit 78, where a psychopath has lived since 2013. This has been the same exact combination of fumes and stink coming straight through this wall since 2013. So again, while there were workmen below working for 2 days straight, my bathroom and this entire kitchen sink area were filling up anyway with stink and smoke and the same exact trifecta of smells and fumes coming from this bathroom that have always been coming from the bathroom behind this wall, which is a vacant, empty unit that nobody should be smoking in, especially not whenever I go into my bathroom and try to use it, regardless of the time of day. There was also a ton of marijuana smoke coming straight from behind this wall right here last night when I got home at 12:30 a.m. There shouldn't be anybody sitting behind that wall at 12:30 a.m. because it is a vacant unit. Jorge, the maintenance manager, does not seem to be staying there anymore. And even when he did stay there, he was only there a few days a week. So why is there constant fumes and odors coming from behind this wall? It's not coming from below because, again, if it was coming from below, then while the workmen were downstairs directly below for 2 days, hammering and sawing away and not smoking, I actually physically went down there to see if maybe they were taking a break and smoking. They weren't. They were actively working. Then the fumes would have been stopped during that time. There would have been no fumes while the workmen were working directly below in 76. But because my entire bathroom throughout that weekend was filling with marijuana, cigar, and burning rubber fumes, in spite of the workmen hammering and sawing away for 8 hours a day for 2 days that weekend, then the fumes are not coming from below. Also, if they're coming from below, the psychotic thug who keeps making violent banging noises directly beneath my bed and wherever I happen to go stand, he would be smoking over by his bed, which is directly below my bed for some strange reason, because he likes to make pounding and banging noises directly beneath my bed when I lie on my bed and pick my ears or scratch my armpit or whatever. He likes to let me know he can see what I do on my bed by becoming violent and aggressive when I do things that might be considered embarrassing or private. So if he was smoking, I would smell the smoke all the way over in that corner, and the smoke does not come from that corner. It comes from this bathroom. So just now, because there was someone smoking marijuana and filling this entire area with marijuana fumes, burning rotting cigar smells, and burning rubber fumes, 20 minutes ago, I started shouting at the wall. So I like to shout at the wall to get a reaction, or to see if I can get a reaction from the psychopath who keeps accessing the unit and the bathroom behind this wall. Because the former resident of this unit is a known psychopath named Jasmine Arizari. So I was repeatedly shouting all kinds of insults at the wall because somebody was deliberately burning and blowing all kinds of stinking fumes and smoke straight through this wall while I was standing at my sink and while I was trying to use my toilet. So again, if you keep trying to use your toilet and somebody is getting all aggressive and violent against the wall behind your toilet by smacking it or making fumes and smoke fill your entire bathroom while you're trying to use it, you'd kind of be crabby too. I'm a little crabby right now. I'll definitely admit that. And while I was screaming and shouting, the violent thug directly below in 76, he started violently pounding repeatedly for like 10 minutes nonstop against the ceiling, his ceiling, which is my floor, and he likes to hit the ceiling of his unit, which is my floor, in the exact spot wherever I happen to be standing, because he likes to let me know he can see where I go and where I stand in the privacy of this unit. So just now I was walking around and going from the bathroom to the sink and shouting at whoever's behind this wall, burning, propagating, and smoking nauseating, sickening, rotting cigar smells, burning rubber smells, and marijuana fumes, and filling this entire area. The thug directly below in 76 started violently pounding his ceiling in the exact spot wherever I happened to be standing, even though I was actually moving around and standing over here, standing over there. And wherever I went to stand, he would hit the ceiling of his unit. I might actually call the police. I'm not sure if I'm going to call the police or go there. But because this thug directly below keeps getting violent, I'm also realizing he might have had something to do with the sharpened javelin-like deadly weapon stick that was left on my bath towel on the rear stairwell railing a couple of days ago, because that thug directly below in 76 has been using sticks and rods to try to break down my door or pound on my door for no reason on multiple occasions over the last 18 months. I'm thinking he might have had something to do with that deadly weapon, javelin-like stick that was deliberately sharpened and left on my towel a few days ago. So he stopped violently banging on the area wherever I happen to be standing about 5 minutes ago. But because he's violent and psychotic, I mean, I wasn't shouting that loud, and he shouldn't have been able to hear me shouting in the bathroom because I have 3 radios going for noise privacy. So how can anybody hear what I'm shouting when I'm shouting and the radios are just about as loud, if not louder, than what I'm saying? How was he responding to my shouting in this bathroom when he shouldn't be able to hear what I'm shouting because of the radios? He was violently hitting the floor directly beneath my feet while I was standing in this bathroom, shouting at whoever's sitting behind that wall, filling this entire area right here from this wall. It comes from directly behind this wall with all kinds of stinking, overpowering marijuana smoke, burning rubber fumes, and burning rotting cigar smells. And that happened while I was trying to use this toilet about 20 minutes ago. Somebody keeps accessing the premises behind this wall and deliberately filling this entire area with nonstop, intense, overpowering, burning rubber smells, marijuana smoke, and rotting cigar fumes. And they do this deliberately, and it does not ever come from the hallway. In order for this entire bathroom and for my entire kitchen area to fill with fumes from the hallway, there'd have to be like a bonfire in the hallway outside of my door. Nobody ever stands in the hallway long enough, smoking enough quantities of 3 separate smells in rapid succession to fill this entire bathroom and the kitchen sink area nonstop for 15 minutes. It doesn't happen. It doesn't come from the hallway. And again, it is not coming from directly below. It's coming from the bathroom of 78, where a homicidal psychopath, psychotic sex offender, and malignant cyber criminal named Jasmine Arizari spent most of the last 9 years of her life that she lived in there, glued to this wall, engaging in all kinds of smacking, fume propagation, tapping noises, banging noises directly against the wall of the sink and also against the wall behind my toilet for 9 years. She's basically a psychotic, homicidal tapeworm with no life. She's obviously got absolutely nothing going on in her sad, wasted existence, and that's why she's constantly accessing the area behind this wall and filling my bathroom with stink and fumes and smoke whenever I try to use the the toilet or take a shower or even wash my hands at the sink after using the toilet. So she likes to get disruptive behind that wall. But the thug directly below should not have any knowledge of what I shout in this unit because I have 3 radios going on the back of this toilet, and he should certainly not have any knowledge of me shouting in this bathroom. But as soon as I started shouting, again, he started pounding the area of the floor below my feet, which is his ceiling. I'm not even sure how he knows where I'm standing, but he does. So that just happened. And if it happens again and I have to leave the building, I'm going to file a police report at the police station. And these people better leave me alone as I'm leaving this building. Otherwise, they're all going to end up in court. These violent, sickening, disgusting, no-life, low-life thugs who appear to be somehow legally confined to their living spaces. So I'm pretty sure that the violent thug who keeps pounding his ceiling, which is my floor, when I happen to shout things at this wall that he should not be able to have knowledge of because, again, I have loud radios in my bathroom and it's not that loud anyway. And there's plenty of insulation between the 2 floors. I saw the workmen pulling out a bunch of insulation from the ceiling last month when they were working in Unit 76 for 2 or 3 days in a row. There was tons of insulation between this floor and the ceiling of the unit below. So again, when the thug directly below in 76 starts getting all violent and hitting the floor of my unit with a stick, he's proving that he's using surveillance devices in this unit to have knowledge of what I say and do. And he obviously isn't trying to hide the fact that he has knowledge of what I say and do in the privacy of this unit. Because again, he likes to violently hit the area of the floor directly beneath my feet, even when I'm moving around and standing in different spots.